purpose of it was to help our families transition into high school. We recognize that those transition years from 5th grade to 6th grade and from 8th grade into 9th grade are very challenging. And not just challenging for the students, but especially challenging for anxious parents. I had a child that was going into high school, and I felt like I was slipping through the cracks. And I felt like I was finding out things through other parents rather than finding things out from my campus. And so ultimately, that was one of the biggest drivers of creating the whole series of high school ready workshops and family supports and those kind of things, was to help other families get what I didn't. Our biggest priority is helping our families link that learning to their students so that we can help them help their student.
I felt overwhelmed trying to keep up with everything, but I had this realization once we started getting into the swing of it and we started asking the parents, what do you need? And then we offered what we need, and we started to kind of put this system together that the questions just fell off. And I was able to focus all of my time on communicating with parents about individual needs and not having to re-answer the same questions. The parents began to understand this is what we need, this is what they're going to provide for us, and it really freed up a lot of space and time for us to really get down to what does that individual student need. And that was a really exciting moment.
We knew that grades were going to go up, so that happened. But what we didn't realize is that the stress in the family was going to go down. And mom was like, wow, things have changed overnight. Students were like, yeah, I'm not arguing with my parents, because a lot of it was just, I didn't know when my test was. I didn't know when this assignment was due, or all of that. But now that they had that in their calendar, that was available to them. And that was a really big shift. So that was really exciting to see. Different demographics of our community needed different things. And so when we recently had a large group of Ukrainian families that came in, and we talked about just the basics of the American school system, grades and numbers and semesters and terms and things like that. This is a real eye-opening experience for me, as I was talking about quizzes, exams, and all of that. And then I stopped and asked if anybody had any questions. And all of a sudden, every single hand just quietly raised, and they said, what's a quiz? So it was just very, very different. And I recognized that this is why these kind of workshops are needed.
We're really proud of Spring Forest and the work they've done with the high school ready programming and the support that they provide for their families. We actually partner with Trina a lot, and the work that she's done at the campus level really does impact what we do at the district level. So we're able to provide different programming at the district level, and then we know that Trina and the team here at Spring Forest is able to provide more individualized support by asking the families what they some of the specifics of what they need, and being able to provide those workshops.
Our immigrant parents come by and get to learn more about the system and learn how the school really works around here.
Families do value the fact that they are asked what they need, what workshops or what information they need in order for their student to be supportive and to be successful in middle school and high school and beyond.
Spring Forest is such a special and unique place. We literally have absolutely everything, and it's beautiful. We have parents that are here all the time and super, super involved, and we have parents that are still involved but might be involved from their couch. I would say, one is not better than the other, and they're still involved in our school. Parent involvement is, it's everything. Inviting the parents in, reaching into their space as well. It's all a part of, doing what's best for the child, and so ultimately, that's what we're here for. When students, might have some discipline issues, but when they see that their parents are involved and their parents are willing to take that step to have conversations, it really does improve behaviors. It's huge.
One thing that everybody who learns about preparing for high school, preparing for university admissions, you always feel like you're a step behind. You can never learn too early this information. We learned, so at least 5 or 6 really important factors that helped her get into the top university, Princeton.
Well, my dad came to this country with not very much money and just kind of hopes for the future and hopes for me and my little brother. And it's definitely been really nice to be able to kind of fulfill like the dreams and the potential that he saw whenever he came to this country for us. Definitely these courses helped us learn the system here in this area, in this country, because we had moved here in 7th grade and we had no idea how any of this worked because we had moved from outside of the country where the system was completely different. These courses really were essential into learning how to use my potential to the fullest.
Since we have learned these things at the high school ready courses, we have turned around and said, wow, okay, so did you all know that class rank is very important? And did you all know that this is how the system works in Texas? The high school ready course just taught the Sanchez family. The Sanchez family has then gone forward and explained what we learned to many other families in the community.
We benefit by other members of the immigrant community being able to thrive and succeed to their fullest potential as I've been able to.
It all became very clear to us how we needed to explain to our daughter what was expected of her so that she could have multiple opportunities for her future. The high school ready course, it definitely made us feel like the Spring Forest middle school community cared about our child beyond middle school. They cared about her being successful in high school and beyond. And that was really important to us.